Hey, we're live. Welcome to Sapphire Ridge News. Um, so, some interesting developments. The LA riots have been going on this is the sixth day. And then today, riots, they're calling them protests, are breaking out in New York, Atlanta, Denver, Chicago, and the guy that has been supplying they were calling them gas masks, but it's basically uh, face mask it's called a biometric shield. It's got a fully plastic shield and it's all enclosed. And well, they found out the guy that's been providing those by the pickup truckload, and he's a radical. Um, he's a member of the Latina Brown Shirts, I think it's called, and they have been waiting for a reason to take riot and take over the country, and they apparently um, have like cells in every major city that's supposed to jump off on the 14th, which is Saturday. So what we're seeing in LA and now Chicago and New York and Atlanta and Denver is just uh, a prelude to what is going to happen starting Saturday. And I really feel that Donald Trump is not going to have any of that crap. I think he's going to be ready on Saturday. And if it breaks off like they're claiming in every major city, in every state in the country, I think that he's going to declare, well, before Saturday, he will invoke the Insurrection Act. This is just my thoughts. And then if it breaks off Saturday, like we've seen in LA for the past 6 days in every major city, then he's going to have no choice but to declare martial law. And these Democrats think that they are pushing Trump into a box, into a trap, when they're walking into his. That's just my belief. Because you think that Donald Trump hasn't been making plans while all of this has been going on the last 6 days? If you don't think so, then you're delusional, right? But this is not acceptable to see all these what I would call riots going on. And today, after 6 days of rioting and um, looting and busting out storefront windows in downtown LA, today they declared a curfew for the next 3 days. But it's only a 1 mile square area of downtown LA, meaning they can go to another area in LA and and start up again. These people have no brains. They really don't. They have no brains. If they had half of a brain, they would have declared a curfew on day number one. Now, somebody brought up this afternoon that they thought that this was part of Mayor Bass's plan to get rid of all residents in LA and all the businesses, and so that she could impose her communist rule on LA. That she's a devout communist, that when leader of Cuba was alive, they said, I just drew a blank, but when Castro was alive, that she went to Cuba, even though there was a travel embargo, she managed to go to Cuba seven times in 10 years. You know, and this guy that I watch, Matt Morse TV, he said something interesting this afternoon. He said the figure that um, the lamestream media gives, that's what I call them, that says that's 20 million illegals were allowed in over 4 years. It has to be more than that, because in there for a couple summers, I think it was 2023 and 2024, the illegals were coming in 500,000 a day. For several months over the summer. I can't remember now if that was 2023 or 2024, but anyhow, we need to get them out of here. You know, these are, and a lot have said that they are military age men, that there was no women with some groups. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. But I do know that if things keep going the way they are with the riots and stuff, Donald Trump won't play around. He's not Joe Biden. He will have law and order. And here's another thing, you know, Newsom has been saying, oh, we're going to sue Donald Trump and blah, 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 and this and that and the other. And, well, today, the judge threw his lawsuit out saying that he didn't have standing because he could not tell the federal government what to do. And I thought, well, that was real interesting coming from a judge in California, and it was a Clinton appointed judge. I just find some of this stuff real interesting, you know. We're living in troubled times, and they were showing a point. There's this group called No Kings, and they're going to have a nationwide uh, protest riot on Saturday in every major city in America. Every state capital, they're going to have somebody protesting and rioting in every state capital and every major city in America. It is not time to play around. We need to protect our loved ones, protect our families, and we need to keep each other safe, friends and family. Anyhow, that's what I got for you right now. If something else goes on, I will jump back on. Take care. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.